Right, time to get the Parkerbaits out of the freezer. I'm 99.9% confident that it's going to do a fish. Right, I'll start up the lids on those. And we can leave those ready for our session. Right, good morning. We've just got a Hawkhurst Fish Farm with the Thepikeycarper on TikTok. It's possible we can have some fish. There's 3 people up there. And one of the guys I spoke to has had 15 fish in a couple of days, so fingers crossed we can have a couple. Let's go. There's a lot of activity. I mean, it does look like the spawn might be coming, to be honest. And it'd be just my luck, wouldn't it? I'd say this would be my stick mixes as well. I'll be putting in my mesh bags. Right, we've just spoken to the bailiff. Lake's closed, most people are going home. So, we are moving. We're not going home, we've been allowed to stay. Let's stay. And then we're going to go for a move round to swim 1 and swim 2. And then get set up round there. So, all packed up, let's go! We've just had a move. We're now in peg 1 and peg 2. Cannot grumble at that for a breakfast, mate. Ooh, that was fucking mud. Look. That's literally tap, 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 tap. No. Let's go! We are in! First fish on Main Lake. Let's get it. It's only a tiny one.
Ain't that bad.
But
he ain't tiny.
Is it not?
No, he ain't tiny.
Cool boy. Oh, he's coming in anyway. Look, he's done. He's done.
Lovely jubbly.
Let's go. Have it. Bosh. Is that your rod? Bye. It's all carnage, mate. Woo! Hello.
Meow. Little kitten.
Alright, let's put it back. Hello, good evening, and welcome back to another Fishing for a Bites fishing video. We booked a last minute session for Tuesday, so last minute bait preparation. Yeah, I'm just going to prepare some particle quickly. Basically, bring with me is some hemp. I'm basically going to bring half a bucket. This is going to be sort of 50 to 60% of my mix. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of hot water there. That's going to be 75% of my mix. The maize obviously doubles in size once you've cooked it. So basically about half a bucket of maize, which is some hot water there. Lovely. Right, now let's search up the lids on those. We can leave those ready for our session, and I'm not sure if I can disclose like his name or whatnot yet because I haven't actually spoke to him about it, but I've basically arranged to go with someone off Instagram maybe yeah, I think it was Instagram. It might have been TikTok actually, but basically he's another local angler, local to me, and he wanted to go do a session over at Hawkhurst on Dove Lake. So we tried to book a 48-hour session for next week over on Dove Lake, and it turns out that someone's booked the lake out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for themselves, I think, or like for a group of people. So unfortunately we couldn't actually get a 48-hour on Dove Lake next week, so we're going for a 48-hour on Main Lake instead, which will actually be my first time on Main Lake and this guy's first time on Main Lake as well. So it'll be quite interesting actually, like to see how we get on, which is sort of hence why I've like brought like options for bait and stuff, and why I'm prepping the hemp and the maize today, because that's sort of my go-to for any new water I go to. I always just bring hemp and maize, because generally that's what the fish have been fed on, and I've always found that it works for me, so fingers crossed that we can have a couple of fish out of there. Right, time to get the Parkerbaits out of the freezer. What we're going to bring with us for this 48-hour session, this is a pre-mixed bag, I'm pretty sure. It's already got 14s, 18s, 10s, sauce and liquid all in there. That's cool. It's not for you, dog. Go away. And then there's some 14 mils that I've already added dust and stuff to. Some OG fish paste. It's just going to be an OG fish session this 48 hours, as I haven't got any fruit and nut left. So, like I said, and I've got some 18mm dumbbells and another packet of 18mm dumbbells. So basically what I'm going to do with one packet of dumbbells, I'm going to make that into crumb, and then I'm going to mix these dumbbells with these 18s and 14s, and then mix these 14s in with that, and basically have a mix of 14s, 18s and dumbbells and crumb. And then I say I'm probably going to use this paste, and then after this 48 hour, that will be all of my Parkerbaits used up, and I'll have to get some more off the website, so I should be able to get some more OG fish and some fruit and nut. So for my next session, fingers crossed, I'll be able to concentrate on the fruit and nut, because I've done quite a lot of sessions on the OG fish as it is. I mean, I wouldn't say I prefer it, but I've fished with it more. So yeah. Liza, get out of here. Are you gonna let me do my recording or not? No. Stop trying to take the top off. Get out of it. Move out the way. Right, I don't know if I'm going to edit that bit out, I might leave it in. My daughter just tried to come and destroy the camera footage. Stay out there! Right, basically, I'm going to be using a mix of OG fish, 10mm, 14s, 18s and dumbbells, with the liquid and the dust, which is out there in my bag. I'm also going to bring the freezer paste with me for this session. But yeah, as I said, like I was trying to say a minute ago, I'm going to crumb up one bag of dumbbells to have a kilo of crumb, and then I'm basically going to mix like this bag of dumbbells with the 10mm and 14s. Stop, Eliza, please, just 2 minutes. I'll come out there in a second, and then the 18s, the 14s and the 10s in here. Alright, I'm going to have to end this here, and I'll catch you later. Press the button then. Press the button then. Right, it's Monday morning. Freezer baits have been out the freezer since last night. Got some hemp in here, some hemp in here, some hemp in here, and some maize in here. Got that cooking up ready. Got a couple of loaves of bread here. Some of the bread that I blended up last night. It's just gone through the blitzer basically, just diced that all up into dust. And then I'll just compact it down so I can get like a good 6 loaves in that bucket. And then yeah, that's basically going to be my approach with some pellet incorporated into that as well. Yeah, so OG fish, the hemp, the maize, some bread and some pellet, and then with the OG fish sauce. Right, so 10 on Monday morning. Just got me three pots of hemp on the boil. My pot of maize just coming up to the boil. Just grabbed my last bag of Parkerbaits. Got my bread that I've been blending up. Got three more loaves to blend up and just whack in there. But while that is just getting on for a boil, I'm just going to come out here and run you through my Parkerbaits bait prep. So right, basically I've got 3 bags out of the freezer, a bag of dumbbells, a bag of dumbbells, a bag of 14 mils, and then I did get this bag out of the freezer yesterday, which is a mix of crumb, 14s, 18s and 10s. And basically what I'm going to do is, look at this, bags everywhere, these Parkerbaits bags. But yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some of a bit more of this through the crusher. Bend over too much. Yeah, just basically get a bit more of this through the crusher. Probably only going to crush half of this up, because then I'm also going to crumb up the 1 bag of, or maybe half a bag of dumbbells. I'll probably want about half a kilo of crumb in total. Most of that, so I crumbed up some of it yesterday, but where it had just come out of the freezer, it was sticking in the crusher a bit. So I do want to leave a few whole 18s in there. Beautiful. I don't know why I'm really crushing these up, but all good. Lovely, aren't they? Lovely baits. Right, so I'm going to crush up another half a kilo of these dumbbells. Yeah, so lots of crumb, and then basically we'll be going first thing tomorrow morning. So just gonna get me OG fish sauce, nice fresh bottle I've just got out the cupboard. I'm probably gonna go a bit OTT with this. I'm gonna put in most of the bottle, because what I want is all of the crumb to soak it up. Fresh bottle, whole bottle. Oh, look at that, just looks like a big old mess. Right, look, you can even see that. I don't know if I want to get my hand in there just yet. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Just get the rest of that mixed up now. So I'm probably going to pour a little bit of water in there and just get the rest of that stuff out. But yeah, the idea is being that all the crumb is just going to soak up all of the sauce and just be absolutely mega leaking attraction. I mean, like, look at this. Look at this mess. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Right, let's go rinse my hands off, eh? excited and started prepping some bait and stuff, so I thought I'd just run you through what I'm going to be bringing with me for this 48-hour trip, because I'm 99.9% confident that it's going to do a fish. Right, I'll start off with the boilies. I'm taking, it's going to be a solid OG fish from Parkerbaits session, which I'm basically, this is my one bag of sort of hook baits, and if I want to chuck a couple of loose feed over the top. And then in this bucket, I've just got my leftover pellet, which is basically what's come out of there, but I'll bring this with me and I'll leave that in the car so I haven't got to carry too much. And then this is my mix that I've done earlier today with my 10mm, 14s, 18s, dumbbells and crumb, with a whole bottle of OG fish liquid, which is looking absolutely and stinking absolutely lovely. It's going to be beautiful. Right, and then in here, I've not actually finished this, I've got 3 more loaves inside to blend up. We're basically going to have a whole bucket of bread, and I'm basically going to use that as like the base of my mix to make sort of ground bait balls with my boilies, hemp and maize, as you've probably seen and wondered what's going on over here as well. Yeah, I'll show you more of that on the bank. I've done it previously, and it's something that I tend to, because we're fishing I haven't fished Main Lake before, and when I fish a new water, I will generally bring hemp, maize and blended up bread, and that'll be sort of the base of my mix, and then I'll add sort of pellet and boilies, like what I'll be using on the hook, and then I can always resort back to using corn and top it off these dumbbells with a little bit of fake corn, and yeah, you can't go wrong with hemp, can you? So, but yeah, so that's sort of a bit about what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, I'm basically going to be pouring all of these into these. I'm not sure, I kind of picked up a bit too much. I mean, when it's all dry and you're pouring it into the bucket, you're like, yeah, I'll definitely use all that. And then I started cooking it up and I was like, wow, this is actually quite a lot, isn't it? But so I had to basically cook all the hemp up in three different pans. And I'll scrape all of that out in a second. I haven't got any spatula or anything with me. And then, yeah, finally the maize. Still steaming. I mean, that come off the cooker this afternoon about 12 o'clock, and then it's just been sat in this pot, still cooking, steaming. Like that bottom of the bucket is proper sloppy there. Like I say, they're just soft as anything and absolutely lovely. I mean, I would eat it, but I'm not really a fan of. Well, I like sweet corn, but I'm not eating that. Maybe if I catch a fish on it this weekend and it does me a 30, I'll eat a couple of grains after the session. How about that? Why did I just do that? Right, but yeah, as you can see, these are soft and absolutely lovely. So what I shall probably do is, like I say, when I get there, I'll take a few scoops of this, a few scoops of that, a few scoops of this, a few scoops of that, and a few scoops of this, and just make up one big nice mix. And yeah, I'll show you that when we're bankside tomorrow morning. We'll be there 7 o'clock sharp, so we'll see you there. I'll say I'll probably end this now, and the next time that you'll see this video, or the video will continue, will be bankside Tuesday morning on Main Lake over at Hawkhurst, so we'll see you there. Time to load up. Let's go. Right, good morning. We've just got a Hawkhurst Fish Farm with the Thepikeycarper on.
Which one do? Knock them out?
Yeah. I just used like it was the last of my micro pellet. I've got to go nip over to the shop in a minute and grab some. But some other bags. No, my other rod's not going to be on the bag. So. so I just put stuff, might a little and squeeze some of this in there. Use some of that. Nothing out, but everything are like down in places. Yeah, I've got little boxes for everything in it, like everything's tucked away still. Yeah, mate, the ducks.
Yeah.
They've already started following me. Don't know if you're going to be able to see where I cast, but I'm aiming to fish over there somewhere. Good morning as well. Big on lots of pigs, mate. Nice. Right. Yeah, so just got here over at Hawkhurst. He's over there on his TikTok live chilling. He's already got 2 rods out. I've only got 1 rod out. He's already had 2 liners. I've had a beep. But yeah, fingers crossed. We can have something. There's a lot of activity. I mean, it does look like spawn might be coming, to be honest. It'd be just my luck, wouldn't it? But yeah, fingers crossed we can have some fish. There's 3 people up there, and one of the guys I spoke to has had 15 fish in a couple of days, so fingers crossed we can have a couple. Let's go. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm basically fishing, there's my finger, like there, off the island, and yeah, they're just boshing all the way around the island. But yeah, that's the 1 rod that I've got there. I've got that out on a solid bag. And yeah, I think depending on how we do today, if I don't catch anything down here, well, even if I do catch, I'll probably still contemplate a move up there, because the 3 guys up there are doing till this evening, and then they're going. So I'm not going to get the bivvy set up or anything, just going to be fishing off the barra. And then, like I say, they're probably going to go maybe 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Don't lose light till 9 o'clock, so I can just get down there and get the bivvy set up, and then yeah, fingers crossed, jump in their grave, as you say, and catch all the fish behind them. Fingers crossed. There's a lot of activity, man. A lot of activity. Right. There's another couple of boshes over there underneath the willow. But yeah. Ended up in peg 7 on Main Lake. Oh. I think it just keeps having liners, isn't it? But, right. Let's get the other rod out, get fishing. Right. Just gonna get a mix of bait up. So basically the base of my mix is breadcrumb. It's been through the blender. And then this is some hemp. Lob it out, and so I'll add some maize to this, some boilies as well. Probably a couple of handfuls of pellet. This is my fish mix. Don't need to add too much of that. Lovely. Lovely stuff. And last of all, we'll add some sauce. Beautiful. Like I say, this will be my stick mixes as well. I'll be putting in my mesh bags. I mean, even if I start fishing zigs, because of where you're fishing bread, the bread like crumbles through the water column. There's a good fish, like if you say you can either fish on the bottom or put a zig up, but if I put a zig up, then you've got to cut all the shit off and start again. So I'll put a solid bag. Yeah, I've got a green laser if you want to borrow it. So I'm just using a straight bottom bait out the bag. Can you even see what's going on? Not really. Sorry about the mess up here. I've got caught in the rod rest. Bah! This one already. then. Yeah, that was just on a single grain of slow sinking corn in a solid bag. Yeah, I'll just finish off. Finish off putting the bottom bait on it, yeah. Get that solid bag back there. Once again, I've forgotten my phone, which is absolute nightmare. I seem to do it all the bloody time. But right, I don't really know where to put you, to be honest. So I'm just going to get this other rod cast out. Alright. So what I've basically done there is I've squeezed the bread, pellet, hemp stuff around my lead, and then got an OG fish bottom bait with a, forgot my foam, so if I put a little stick on there to protect the hook. I'm going to lozz this out mid-water, then I'm probably going to start baiting a spot that I'm going to push like 8 or 10 rats out, and yeah, see how it goes. This rod back out of another solid bag, and then we will be chilling. Time to get some breakfast on and a coffee. Got bacon, sausage and egg wraps. Gonna be gorgeous, can't wait. Right. Skip that. Dust. Put me back. just had a bite off it, I missed it. It didn't hook it. Right, fingers crossed for a nosser. Fingers crossed we can get ourselves a bite, mate. It's mostly the wind just knocking me like bobbins around at the minute. But I did just have a take on my right hand rod, but struck into nothing. So I redid my solid bag and got it back out there. I basically got one rod off the island over here, and one rod, like 3 rod lengths off of that, like middle water. Don't really want to commit too much to this spot and bait up around the islands because the 3 guys are down there. They're going home later and I might move. Fishing off the barrow at the minute. Lovely. A bit windy. That little bit of weed on there. Yeah, and if they are closing it as well, that means there'll be no one coming tomorrow, no one coming later. We'll have the whole lake to ourselves. You go for a cut one, bro. Nice. The bollock tree.
Right?
The bollock tree.
The bollock tree, yeah. Did a bit of twig. The old school way.
Yeah, I've got bait. Come on, rip off. Dude, every time I want to, I keep saying, yeah, I'm going to bring it in now, bring it in now, bring it in now. It keeps beeping. Right, we've just spoken to the bailiff. Lake's closed, most people are going home. So, we are moving. We're not going home, we've been allowed to stay. Let's stay. This has been absolutely doing me head in. I'll keep saying I'm going to bring this rod in a second and it keeps beeping. But yeah, I'm going to bring these rods in literally a couple minutes and then we're going to go for a move round to swim 1 and swim 2 and then get set up round there. So yeah, time for a pack down. Luckily we're not set up or anything, working off the barrow. So I haven't got too much to put away. But yeah, time to get cracking, get tidied up. All packed up, let's go. He's messing with. Right, we've just had a move. We're now in peg 1 and peg 2. We've got the rest of the lake to ourselves. See if we can get ourselves a fish. Let's go. Right, so we've been in swim 2 now for about an hour. I say I just got the rods basically chucked out while I was getting everything set up, and I'm now just taking my rig off of this right hand rod, and I'm basically just gonna have a lead about all the way along, basically from the edge of the calf there all the way to that island, and then I'm gonna have a little lead around this end of the island, and then I'm also gonna have a little lead around this island here. But yeah, gonna start over here, get clipped up, see if we can find a nice spot. The bailiff told me there's a really nice one just there, so let's see if we can find it. Right, I don't know if I'll say the camera's not going to pick up any of the casts really, I don't think. I mean, I might be able to bring up the camera one more. Right, just going to have a lead about up there, pretty much where that swan is, up to that island. Let's go, see if we can find a spot. Like this. What? What? Move, Bob. Sorry, mate. That was such a nice spot. I was like, rock solid. Huh? Yeah, I was literally aiming for those people sitting back in the cat. I nearly hit. Look. It wasn't a feather, so it probably would have hit if I didn't hit. Like, it should hit the hit now. That's so nice. Mate, there's loads of gravel there. Look at the tip. The end of the tip. Oh no, it's silty now. Silt. And then that's where it gets fun. Whew. Mate, this spot. Is that a liner at all? Yeah, the tip just went. Huh? Yeah, it's nice, man. That was just off that island. I chucked so much bait on that. I was not expecting to bite that till tonight. There was loads of fish there. Hopefully they got there. Just had a little buzz on my left hand rod, so I'm just going to recast it somewhere over here. Let's see if we can carry on in that spot. That's not a good spot. Yeah, that time. See how hard I had to pull that to get out? Where it sunk so much in the sludge from the bottom. Just a minute ago, it literally went dink and I pulled it a tiny little bit and it just went like it's like rolling. Like where the ground was so smooth. That other bit was well slow. Way too far away. It's a bit sluggy, yeah. I found like a little gravel something over there. Like look at the end of the rod. Alright, stop now. It was going like tick 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 tick. Like just bouncing over all the little stones. Aiming at those people's heads, isn't it, from the cat? Like the lead's gonna fly off or something and then just fucking knock one of them out. Took my rig off, didn't it? And just cast it in. Look, mate, it doesn't even sink at all. I literally just slides. Yeah, that's weird because if you come out about a metre, it sinks and then you're like, you have to proper pull the lead out. So that, it's weird because if you're standing here, you're looking at the two yellow buoys that are first off of the wall, the first buoy and then the second buoy. If you're any further than that second buoy, it's really sludgy. You need to be like that right side of the buoy. It's quite a tight little, so I don't want to come too far over and end up in the reeds. I'll have a couple more casts here, then I think I'm happy with that. I'll get that wrapped up and see what it is. Might have a little bit more. That was fucking over the mud. Look. That's literally tap, 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 tap. Basically, I'm fishing just off the corner of that island over there, off the corner of the calf. Right, so it's about 2 o'clock on Tuesday. at Hawkhurst Fish Farm over on Main Lake. We got here at 7 o'clock this morning. Initially there was about 6 anglers on, and we set up down in swims 6 and 7, I think. And then about 10:30, a couple of guys left here, a couple of guys left here, and a couple of guys left down there, and it's just left me and Carl basically on our own. So we've packed up and we've moved around to swims 1 and swims 2. So I'm in swim 2, Carl's in 1. So Carl's got one rod just off that reed margin, another one about halfway up the reed margin. I've got one rod on the corner of the margin there, and then I've got my other rod, you can't actually see it, on the corner of the island, on the corner of this island just here. And I've had a take on this one. I don't know if it was a line bite or something, but I hit into it and nothing was on the end. Basically the same as what happened around the other side off the island. So I don't know if it probably was just a liner with the amount of fish that are moving around the edge of the island and stuff. But it's a good sign. I'll say I baited this spot up on the edge of the island here with my bread, maize, hemp, pellet and OG fish mix, which I've just got some ground bait balls that I'm just about to lob in a minute, because in a second I'm just going to go and bait up my margin spot off the reeds around there with this, which is basically a bucket of 70% hemp, 20% maize, 10% pellet and 10% breadcrumb. So fingers crossed, with the hemp being the main part of that mix, it should keep them all grubbing. And basically I'm just going to bait up this whole margin off of this bank here. But yeah, I'm just going to bring the rods in, basically bait up this little spot here, and then I'm going to go for a walk, and I'm going to walk back around the lake that way, because my car's all the way over there because we set up here, and I'm going to move the car around here, and then I'm going to walk back, bait up my spot, go to the loo, go in the tackle shop and grab some backleads as well, because I've seemed to have lost a couple of backleads this morning already, and I've only got one left now. So my left rod is backleaded and my right rod isn't backleaded, and you need to be backleaded really with the amount of fish that are in the layers and the water. I think that's what my line bites have been, but like I had that one on the left hand rod, so I don't know, like that one did have the back lead on it. But yeah, so I say I'm just going to go for a wander now, grab my car, move that, grab some back leads, go to the toilet, bait up my spot, come back round here, and then get my rod smashed back out. And then I think, say me and Carl have just been discussing, looking at the weather, I think it's going to be a night under the stars tonight. I'm not even going to bother setting up the bivvy, so that should be fun. First one of the year, first night under the stars of the year, shall we say. But yeah, that'll be pretty fun. Hopefully it doesn't get too windy. I mean, if it does start to pick up and it does get a bit windy, I probably will set the bivvy up. But other than that, it's going to be pretty lovely, I think. Absolutely gorgeous day. Like I say, I'm just going to come and bait this spot up here, bait this spot up, and then get back fishing, get back to it. Hopefully have a fish. So I've had one liner on this right hand rod as well since I punched that out on that nice little spot I found up there. Really nice gravelly bit. It's literally rock hard just off that. Don't know if you can see, you probably can't really see on the camera, but there's those yellow buoys. The second buoy off the wall is basically where I'm fishing, but in line, like, yeah, basically there off the edge of the reeds. So yeah, gonna go and bait that up and then hopefully have a couple of fish either this evening or tomorrow morning. Let's go. Just coming for a walk round on Main Lake, and this is the Match Lake. Look at all these carp. Look at them all. Only like diddy 5-10 pounders, but look at them all. Just everywhere, just basking in the sun. Absolutely everywhere. Carp everywhere. Carp City now. Just wiggled my way down here. I'm just gonna get baited up, basically in this little sort of semicircle, and I'm gonna fish it from my peg over there. Lovely. Right, let's get some bait in. The size of that thing. poking its head out. Right, so I've got my right hand rod out towards that wall and the calf. Back leaded that one up. That's on our OG Fish bottom bait, topped off with a bit of maize over a bed of hemp and maize with some OG Fish sauce as well, some bread and a little bit of pellet in there. And then this left hand rod I'm going to chuck out in a solid bag. Probably going to just leave the single grain of slow sinking corn on that solid bag, but then I'm going to fill the bag up with OG Fish crumb and OG Fish sauce, and then I'm going to dink that just up to that island that you can't see behind up there. I'll say I baited that up about half an hour ago now, and I've just seen a lot of swirls and stuff over there, so fingers crossed we'll drop on it and you get a bite, 'cause that's where I had to run from earlier as well. So fingers crossed we'll have something. Let's go. Bring on the Nossa pigs. Oh, just had a beep on that right hand rod, and I've only just put it out. I'm actually just tying up a solid bag, as you can see down there. But yeah, that just went beep. So let's set the camera up, eh? See if we can catch a bite. I'll say that's fishing just off that wall from the calf, basically where the no fishing is, out of bounds rope.
There is about 50 massive carp just the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, I did see him earlier. I say one just boshed literally like about 2 foot off that big piece of wood over there.
Only about 3 foot of our rig.
Yeah. No idea if you're going to be able to see these, but there is literally like a 30 pounder there, a 20 pounder there, a 20 pounder there, a 20 pounder there, a 20 pounder there, another one up there. Does it make a difference with these? You can kind of just about make out the frame. Look at him. He's literally just sat there. You can see his back. Pretty mental. They're all over the place over there. Mad. Size of that one though. There's another one just there as well. Mental. Yeah, I just had a single beat on this one, and it's back-leaded in it, so it must have been sank around my rig. It's only been in 5 minutes. It's probably all the, I say where I've chucked all that hemp in, it's probably all the little bream and stuff. Smashing it all up. Right, see if we can have a fish. Let's go. Let's go! We are in! First fish on Main Lake. Let's get it. It's only a tiny one.
Ain't that bad.
But
He ain't tiny.
is it not?
No, he ain't tiny.
Come on, boy! It's a grassy. That's
It's a
fine.
grassy.
Yeah.
Hey, they're going to fight like hell under the chin.
Yeah.
So I just drag a bit, mate. Normally drag out a bit. They fight like under the chin. They just shoot on.
Jump.
Lovely jubbly.
Let's go! Have it! Yes, mate. Didn't blank.
That's a lovely draft, isn't it?
Right. Let's get me bucket. I didn't think I'd need a bucket of water, so I haven't even got one set up.
Oh, you're just tempting. Just kick you in now.
That was on the solid bag on a single grain of corn.
Was it?
Fake corn, yeah. Single fake corn. But the bag was filled up with OG fish crumb and the OG fish sauce. Oh, and that was over my baited spot. How many? I've chucked in 24 balls of ground bait over that. I thought that was going to be like a couple of, like tomorrow, isn't it? Madness. Right.
You had any grass carp before?
Not out of here. I've had one out
Oh,
of,
you've had one.
only like biggest I've had is like 11 pounds or something.
That's bigger than that.
Yeah.
I was surprised with that nine went 20.
It's quite long, isn't it?
Yeah. I reckon it's a 20.
Right, see if we can unhook him.
Yeah, that's a 20. That's what I mean, they came for one. Do you want my cradle?
I should be alright, I just don't want to... It is quite long, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got the rod. You get the net. I've got the rod. To me, to you, yeah, that's a 20
Yeah.
plus all day long.
That is a 20, to be honest.
Oh, I'm going to put your rod down. Sure you don't want my cradle? Because they go mental, they do.
It might be worth it, yeah.
Yeah, let me go and get the cradle.
Yeah, no worries.
You put this down.
See if I can...
I'll go and get the cradle for you.
Oh, yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo.
Get him in there, mate.
Yo.
Alright, I've got him as well. There he is. Look at that cradle.
Is that your rod? Bye. It's all carnage, mate.
I thought it was. Sounded like it.
Jesus.
Nice. Get out in there.
Yeah.
You sort the fish out, I'll sort this out, mate.
I don't know where that bit of fake corn's gone. The goner. Let's grab the old scales.
Yeah.
That's right. Try and central everything, get it? Go this way. Get another bucket of water.
Yeah, it's definitely a 20 all day long, I reckon.
It's got a big old belly on it, isn't it? Like for a grass, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a nice
That's
one.
20.
Yeah, I might get a little on this one. Let's go. Yo. How much is this? Like a £2-3 pound?
We'll wait after, mate.
Yeah. It's not actually that wet, to be fair. Just wet at the bottom of it. Whew! Hello. Minus £3.
Wait, see after. 24.11.
Yeah. Yeah.
24.11. We'll wait a sling
24.11.
after. I think the sling weighs about 2.5.
Nice.
Big.
Yo, we're just Yo, we just slapped me.
That's what I've heard, they go mental.
Chill, bro. Chill. You gonna chill for me? You gonna chill for me? Flip over. Let's go.
Yeah, it's lovely, mate.
Lovely, mate. Wonderful.
Well in.
I say, depending on what the sling is, might have even been a PB as well. Ow! For a grass.
You done?
Yeah. Yeah, that's done. Let's get her back in.
Chucking that. You've done that one there, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he was ready and off, wasn't he?
Yeah. Right, we'll weigh this thing quickly. I think it's about 2.5.
Yeah, it's probably going to be wet, like heavier now as well, because it's wet.
I've just shook it off. 3, 6, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 5. 21.5.
21.5. Nice. £21.5, let's go. You done it. 20 on the bank. Bosh. Hopefully I've got a nice picture on my one as well.
Nice one, mate. Nice one, mate.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's lovely, mate.
Lovely, mate. Right, so we've just had a fish. So let's show you what I caught it over. Basically, I'm just making up another mix now that I've had a fish. It's basically this breadcrumb here that I've got all dashed up. I'm adding into my bucket. And then I put in a few scoops of hemp into there as well. And then I've also put in a scoop of corn just to add a fleck of colour to it. And then I'm also putting in some OG fish, boilie and crumb. We'll just get that all mixed in. Right, and then last of all, a handful of pellet. We'll get that all mixed in. Lovely. Right, get this made up into some balls, and then I'll say I'll probably chuck another six of these over there. I've already done 24 balls, so I'll say I'll just add another 6 now that I've had a fish, and then I'll probably do 2 every hour now that I've had a fish, and depending on basically every fish I have, whatever comes first. If an hour comes first, two balls will be going out. If a fish comes first, 4 or 5 will be going out. But yeah, that is basically the crack. Right, let's bring you over, show you where we're going with it. It's basically just off the corner of that island. Right, let's go. Get the rod back out. First summer session of the year, where we'll be sleeping under the stars. Not even bothered getting the bivvy out. Just gonna sleep straight on my bed, out in the open. Let's get it. Let's hope it don't rain, eh? Right, just thought I'd give you a quick little update of today. So we got here at 7:30 this morning. We actually started off over in, what swim was I in this morning? I think I was in 7 and Carl was in 8 in the corner. 6. No, he was in 6 and I was in 7 over in Catfish Corner, basically over there. And then because the lake was basically full, like there was 2 people in here, 1 person down there, 3 people over there. And then basically when we turned up, all the fish were like spawning. So a couple of the guys cancelled their trip. We spoke to the bailiff and they offered us a refund and or we could rebook. And me and Carl basically just had a chat and we said like we're not really too fussed, so we're just going to sort of take it on the chin and we'll see how it goes basically. So then yeah, about 10 o'clock everyone left the lake apart from me and Carl, so we're the only 2 now on Main Lake. We've got the whole lake to ourselves. All the bookings for tomorrow have been cancelled. 8 people were meant to be coming. They're not coming now because of the spawn. Because we was already here, Hawkhurst have basically let us stay. And by the looks of it, it looks like they've actually finished spawning today. So fingers crossed it will pay off. And I mean, we're now over in swim 1 and swim 2. I'm in swim 2 and Carl's over in swim 1 over there. And I've had, well actually this morning over in swim 6 I did have a run, or swim 7 I did have a run but hit into it, I missed it. And then Carl didn't, he had a few liners and stuff. And then we've come around here, I had another like false take, like an aborted take on one of my rods. And then I think Carl's had a couple of liners and stuff over there. And then about, so I don't know if I've said what the time is now, it's about 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. And about 3-4 hours ago, a 21 pound 5 ounce grass carp graced my net. So I'll probably put the picture of it up now. I'll just give you a little flick of it. But yeah, PB grass carp. So I was chuffed with that. It was a couple of pounds off me actual PB, so it's not quite a new PB, but it was 21 pound 5 ounces of grass carp, torpedo grass carp. But yeah, so I landed that, and then I've rebaited up, re-put my rods back out. Like I say, it's about 8 o'clock now, and me and Carl have basically decided that it's such a lovely day, such a lovely night, that we're actually going to sleep under the stars tonight. So hence why my bed is just out in the open and it's 8 o'clock, because we're just going to be sleeping out in the open. Should be interesting, should be fun. It's going to be the first one of the year. Hopefully we don't get rained on in the middle of the night. I don't really fancy waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to rain, and then I'll have to struggle to try and put the bivvy up in the middle of the night. But I mean, it's too good of an opportunity to pass up, innit? Sleeping under the stars while you're fishing, like, come on, you can't beat that, can ya? So yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. But yeah, that's basically a little update. I'm just about to get some food on. Probably gonna have some bacon, sausages, eggs in wraps. Then yeah, I might do a little video of that, do a little video of food later on. So I might give you another little update before we go to bed tonight, depending on fish situation, if we have any more or not. If not, then I'll probably give you another update in the morning. So fingers crossed we can have a couple. And I mean, if they finish spawning, they should be having it. So bring on the lots of pigs, mate. Let's go. Time for dinner. Let's go. Mate, I can't wait to eat this. This looks bloody good. 2 bits of bacon, some premium pork, honey and lemon sausages, an egg in a wrap. Let's go. Right, good morning. Just thought I'd do a little update. Nothing interesting happened through the night, so I'm just making a coffee first thing this morning. I said I did have one beep on the right hand rod, but other than that it's been very quiet. But I say I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning and was watching the water for about half an hour, and the spawning seems to have stopped. I haven't seen anything today, so I think staying yesterday was paid off, because there was meant to be 8 guys on today and there's no one on. It's just me and Carl, so fingers crossed we'll have it off today, being the only couple, being the only 2 on here. But yeah, so I'm just about to redo my rods, but first things first, I've got to get myself a coffee on. So I'm just doing a special latte, as you call it. One of these Ccmoore latte pouches. Got to have a zero. Scoop of zero in there as well. So I've just boiled the kettle. So this is all ready to go. Yeah, so I'm just going to basically sit here. I'm going to have this coffee, and then I'm going to redo both my rods, because over the left hand rod on my baited spot on the margin, it's absolutely covered in bubbles, and I feel like it's not fishing, because if it was, I would have had a beep or something, surely. So yeah, I'm just not really confident that that's sitting right or fishing right or something. And then, as I said, I had the beep on the right hand rod over my other baited spot, so yeah, I'm gonna redo that, because I've probably been done did. And to be fair, I've got a fresh 18mm dumbbell out of the bag, and that's been on since, in about 4 or 5 hours. It would have been on for 24 hours. So it's probably gone very soft. It might have even been mullered by the breeding here. I'm not sure. That might have been what the beak was, because the right hand rod's over a bed of maize and hemp, whereas the left hand rod's over the bread, pellet, maize, hemp, boilies, OG fish stuff, sauce and everything like that. And I say that's where the fish has come from, over that baited spot. But I thought we'd have a bit more action over the hemp and the maize spot, but nothing as of yet. Yeah, I would say I'm just going to sit here, drink my coffee first thing this morning. We had a lovely night out under the stars last night as well. It was absolutely gorgeous. Like, if you don't do it, or you haven't done it before, definitely recommend doing a night under the stars. I'll say the bivvy does, sleeping bag does get a little bit like damp and stuff, but like I say, if you've got a waterproof sleeping bag that's waterproof on the outside, like I was completely toasty all night. Lovely. And it was just nice waking up, just being out already, like very liberating. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I say, just sort of give you a little update this morning. Cracking. So we just had that one fish yesterday. Carl actually had a few buzzes through the night. His buzzer woke me up about 3 times, but he didn't hit into anything. He didn't even hit his rod. So it was just a couple of liners or something. yeah, just as I say, I'm gonna get some of this coffee in me, and then I'm gonna redo my rods. And hopefully, the next time we do an update, it'll be for a fish. Bring on the loss of pigs, mate. That's it, have a munch up. Chucked them a bunch of hemp and maize. Just feed the ducks, eh? Feed the chicks. They're getting quite big, to be fair. They're all getting their adult colours, look. Oh, that's it. Now Mum's having a go as well. Yeah. Absolutely lovely day. Just thought I'd give you a quick look at what Carl's doing over there. I don't know if you can just see his head walking down that wall there. You just about met, there he is with his catapult. He's just going to be catapulting some baits over his spot. So he's talking to the people in the cafe there by the looks of it. Yeah. So he's just going to chuck some boilies. So basically I was fishing like this spot here yesterday, and Carl was fishing here and here, but I've moved this rod from here over to here off the corner of this island because there was loads of fish showing over here this morning, and I've also moved my rod that was on this island to the other side of this island as well. So I've got one rod this side of the island, one rod this side of the island. So as I've moved, Carl's now put his rod, I think he's got one rod there, just there. Like I say, you can just about make out where he's baiting up there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like along that out of bounds line. But yeah, I say he's had a couple of beeps off that spot already. So fingers crossed he'll have a bite. But yeah, depending on what happens today, if he doesn't have anything from here and he moves back down here, I'll probably drop back on this spot later on tonight, depending on how it goes on my two spots over here. But yeah, he's off on his way back round. I think he's going to bait up his other spot. He's still got one rod over in the corner because this is out of bounds as well. He's got one rod in the corner down there. There you go, I don't know if you can see him chucking the stuff in there. Yeah. But yeah, so he's got his spots baited up. I baited up my spots. I've just catapulted about, I don't know, maybe 40 loose baits. Dumbbells, OG fish dumbbells. Oi. Yo, yo, yo. Ducks are fed. They're all chilling. Just redone my rods. Now it's time to get some breakfast on. Yeah, just thought I'd do you a quick little update. I'm basically cooking all of my sausages and my bacon now. Gonna do Carl some sausages and bacon wraps with some eggs. I mean, now that we're into our second day, we're probably not really gonna have, like, we're definitely not gonna have a chance to have breakfast tomorrow because we've got to be out of here at 7 o'clock. So this is basically like a late breakfast / lunch. I mean, it's absolutely scorching today, as you can probably tell. Shorts, t-shirt, even got my little socks on without me. No socks with me Crocs, sorry. You see how white my feet are. But yeah, I basically just redone my left hand rod. That's back on the solid bag, because I did chuck a zig out for about an hour or so, because there was just so much activity in the top layers. I thought there's something's going to pick that up, but I mean, I did an hour and nothing picked it up, so I just thought I might as well just go back to a solid bag, put it back on my baited spot, and then I'll leave that now for a couple of hours while we sort lunch out and stuff. But other than that, nothing's really happened this morning. I've redone my rods a couple of times, changed over to a zig, now changed back over to a solid bag. Carl's changed spots, I think twice. He's now moved from in this corner. He's now against that island, and I think he's started to then see activity on my baited spot where I baited up yesterday on the corner by the calf. So then I think he's moved the one from the island to that corner there. So fingers crossed he can maybe have something now. But it's funny, it's almost like the fish know that we've moved off the spots, and then they come along and start feeding. Like, they ain't stupid, are they? But yeah, I mean, it's going good. Weather's lovely, can't complain. Just about to have some lovely sausages and bacon wraps with some eggs. It's going to be absolutely lovely. I forgot my spatula, so I'm cooking with a fork. It's really annoying, but what can you do, eh? Life on the bank, can't complain. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, as I said earlier, I say my left hand rod's on a solid bag, and then my right hand rod is on an inline Ned with a 7-inch hook link, coated braid, and then 2 inches stripped back, basically a multi rig, like a German rig, that Carl the Thepikeycarper showed me how to tie up yesterday. So yeah, that's my right hand rod, and that's got 18mm OG fish dumbbell on it, and then same as the left hand rod in my solid bag, I've got an OG fish 18mm dumbbell. So yeah, we'll leave that for a couple of hours, see what the crack is. I mean, if I don't have any liners or activity, or if I don't see anything, I might have another cast around tonight about sort of 5-6 o'clock and see if we can find another spot that I'm going to sit on for the night. And then I say we're going to be going first thing in the morning. I'll probably be up at about 4 o'clock, and then just get everything packed down, bring the car around, load everything up, and just basically leave the rods out till 7, and then bring the rods in, because I know it's closed today, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be reopening tomorrow now, because they're definitely not spawning. So there's going to be people turning up tomorrow, so we'll have to be out of here for 7 o'clock. But yeah, that was a little update for this morning. Unfortunately, we had no fish through the night, no fish this morning, but fingers crossed we can have something today, this afternoon, or this evening. So we've got about 18 hours, maybe 20 hours left of our 48-hour session. I've had one 21-pound grass carp, and Carl's unfortunately had nothing, but that's fishing. I mean, this is my second fish of 2023. I've literally been blanking, which has been pretty miserable, but I haven't been out too much, to be honest. I've only had sort of 5 or 6 sessions, but it's just nice to have a fish on the bank. But yeah, so I'm going to finish off cooking up these sausages. We'll get some bacon on, and then I'm going to cook up all of my sausages and bacon, because it's going to go off by the end of the day with how hot it is. I'm just going to cook it all up now, and I've offered Carl some of it, and he's going to have half of it basically. So yeah, we're just going to have a nice lunch. Let's go. Sausages are cooked. Just getting the bacon on now. Absolutely lovely. Breakfast is ready. Got 2 sausages, 3 bits of bacon, and then 2 eggs, and then I've done Carl 2 sausages as well, and 3 bits of bacon as well. Right, let's see if we can do it. Oh yes, we've done it. Right, got 1 yolk down here, smash all of that down there. Lovely. Yeah, let's see if we can get this one out. And then we'll pop this one. We'll drizzle all this up here as well. Oh. You cannot grumble at that for a breakfast, mate. Well, it's kind of breakfast and lunch. Look at the bloody size of it. I'm gonna have to roll it up proper. Look. Look at this not a pig wrap, mate. Absolute beast of a thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I think Carl's just nodded off, so I'm gonna leave him for another 20 minutes or so, and then once he's up, or in 20 minutes, I'll go and take him his breakfast. Right, let's hope that the fish want to eat at the same time, eh? Bring on the nozzle pigs! I don't know how well you'll be able to see on the camera, but there's just fish everywhere, just cruising underneath the surface, basking in this sun. So I've got one rod back under this willow on this island, and I've got one rod out there. Look, you just see that bow wave from that fish. He's been going round, and what is this fish is, look at the size of the bow wave it's creating. It's like got its shoulders out of the water and it's just swimming. I say it just swam around here, swam in front of me, and then I got the camera out when it was there. It turned around and it's come all the way back, and now it's gone. Look, mate, it's literally heading straight for my solid bag and my baited spot. Go on, drop down there, literally there where he is now. That's where my rig is. Go on, mate, drop and bust off. No. Mate, what? Like, he's just cruising. You just see that bow wave, look. Still going for it. Proper basking. Now the wind's just picked up a little bit. You're probably not going to be able to see too much. But there's just fish everywhere. Proper teas. I'll put this left-hand rod back over there.
Back over there.
So I think I'm going to bring that in once I have this, and then put one of them crusty ones on.
Yeah.
They're everywhere out there, but
Maybe they're not into it.
I'd say like some of them are probably going to be hungry from spawning, and some of them are going to be like knackered, isn't it? Just want to chill for a bit, and then they'll be hungry in like a day or so. I'd say it'll probably be like just our luck, but in 2 or 3 days or so, someone will have a hit and just have like 30 fish or so.
20 fish.
Yeah. Right, so we just finished the old breakfast. Had nice sausages, bacon and egg Nossa pig wraps. The ducks have come back. Now they're having another lunch as well on that maize and the hemp that I chucked down there for them. Hopefully, good karma is coming again. I fed the ducks. I even fed Carl. I gave him some of the sausages and bacon. I fed myself. Now we need some carp. And I mean, I'm feeding them Parkerbaits, like, what's better than that? Not a lot. So I got some of these 18mm dumbbells covered in fish sauce, soaking up and drying in the sun there. That's going to be a couple of my hook baits for later on today once they've dried out. And then I've absolutely covered this crumb and 10s, 14s, 18s in fish sauce, and I'm just leaving that in the sun to dry out a bit as well, just so it's got a nice sort of crust on it. And then I'm just going to bung that, catapult it out around this island and put it in my solid bag. Fingers crossed that'll do us a fish. That's what caught us the fish yesterday. That OG fish crumb and stuff in a solid bag with some pellet, and yeah, all good. See if we can have a fish today. It would be absolutely lovely. This sun is a killer. So Carl's just nipped round to the shop to grab a couple of drinks, the legend. He's grabbing me a couple as well, so thank you. But yeah, fingers crossed we'll have a couple of fish. I mean, I had my fish about 3:30 yesterday, and it's about 12:30, so a couple of hours. Fingers crossed we'll have one on the bank. Let's go. Look at all these fish. They ain't stupid. The out of bounds is this bridge. You can't fish past the bridge. And Carl's got a couple of rods the other side of it, but look, literally just the other side of the bridge, there's just carp everywhere. Look, carp up there, another group of 3 or 4 carp up there. That one's gone for a bit of a swim. Them ones are making a move. That one's actually pretty decent, to be fair. What's that, like 20 odd pounds? Must be. And then yeah, look, another 3 or 4 of them all popped up around there. I say this one just off the end of here, like in that sun, you can just about see his head. And there's another tail there. A couple just literally just sitting there. Unbelievable how many fish are in this little area. I say there's loads of them up there as well. You can't quite see them on the camera, I don't think. Look, another couple here. Look at them, tails up. Oh, they're caught. Mate, look at all them that just came out of that lot over there, look. Going for it, mate. Oh, look, he's moved. Oh, I missed him now. Yeah, look at them. There's like 6 carp there, 7, 8, 9. That one's still swimming off over there, making a great big tail wave. There's another couple over here, look. They're just everywhere in this out of bounds area. They ain't stupid, are they? They ain't stupid. Look at them all. So no wonder we ain't getting any liners or whatever. All the fish are in here. Madness. Look, that one's coming back now, you might be able to see him. Just about. He's sort of turning on that spot. Oh, there's another one coming up next to him, that's why. Yeah, there's a couple in there. It's mad. There's carp everywhere. And they are feeding as well. Heads are down. Mate, it's so hot, I've had to resort to coming a line on the grass because it's cooler, so much cooler on the grass. But yeah, so I'm lying here, pretty much just sunbathing. My bed's over there, but it's got so hot I can't even lie on it. Rods are over there. Fingers crossed we can have a fish. I mean, I've even had to look how white my feet are. Took my shoes off, lying in the grass, trying to cool off. It's absolutely baking today. Madness. Oh mate, Carl's just come back from the shop. He's brought me an ice cream. One of these and one of these. What an absolute legend. Nice one, cheers mate. Legend. One absolute legend. Carl is. He's just grabbed me this from the shop. Oh, lovely mate. Yeah mate, I was just standing there washing my hands and I was like, I want to jump in.
Oh, no.
Like, it's mental mate. Lovely. That little San Pellegrino thing, nice. That mixed berry one, yeah. And then he's got us an ice cream. Let's go. Absolutely insane weather this morning. Literally so glad I haven't got the bivvy up. I'm lying out on my bed chair in my shorts. Absolutely sweltering in the heat. I mean, the ducks are loving life. I'm looking at them like wishing that I was a duck. Wish that I could jump in that water. But so I've been feeding these ones this morning. I've given them a second helping of maize. They're absolutely loving life. I mean, they keep going in for a quick dip and then getting out, and I'm like so jealous, but what can you do, eh? So I've just been sitting here. We was sitting up under that willow tree under there. I've took my little stool chair up there and I've been sitting under there for like when it's been scorching, because yeah, it's just crazy warm today, but absolutely loving life. Just all we could do with now is an absolute nosser pig. Let's go. Right, it's about 2 o'clock. Just thought I'd give you a quick little update. I've just redone the rods. Left hand rod is still over by that island. Right hand rod is in between that gap in the willow there. And I've just changed my hook baits to these OG Fish dumbbells that I've had out in the sun, coated in some OG fish sauce. It's about 4 coats on there, and then as you can see they're like black now. And out the packet, I'm probably not going to be able to open it on with one hand. Yeah, you can. So you can look at the colour difference. But yeah, so they've had a nice few coatings, and then this is my mix that I've got out in the sun at the minute, like the 10s, 14s, 18s, dumbbells, chops that I've had soaked in all the sauce. And basically I was trying to catapult it out, but where it's a little bit sloppy, there's because I put a whole bottle of sauce in there and I then put sauce on top, it got a bit sloppy, so I was trying to catapult it out and it was all getting stuck in the catapult. I don't have a spom or a bait boat or anything, so I've had to leave it in the sun, and then basically as it's dried out, I've had like basically just taken the top layers off and sort of made my way through it there. And I've probably got, like, I'll probably bait up once more this evening, and then that'll be all my bait used up for this session. So yeah, but yeah, so I basically just catapulted probably, I don't know, 40 maybe 50 baits around the island here. Not a nice spread as well, like I've spread it probably from a rod length, maybe a rod and a half past me where I'm fishing, and then a rod and a half past where I'm fishing there, but they're all sort of within under the willow because I'm fishing in the gap against the island. All my boilies are basically spread, yeah, across there. And then same with, you can't really see me spot over there, I'll have to take you back over this side, but yeah, I've just basically done the same here, put in another 40-50 baits a little bit around this corner here, probably from there to about there, and then yeah, just basically 40 or 50 of those soaked and coated baits, and hopefully it'll bring some of the fish down, because all I've been seeing for the, like, you can see them now, like bow waving, but there's just fish cruising from basically island to island and back, and they're just, I'll say I did have a zig out for about an hour and a half earlier, but that's the first time I've done zigging, and I used the 15mm pop-up with my standard 15-pound line, and yeah, after like an hour and a half I just wasn't confident. I felt like I ain't fishing, but I need to just put a bottom bait back on. So I just swapped back over and I went back onto my solid bag rod, and yeah, just bung that over here. But like, look, you just, I don't know, you can't really see too much on the camera, but fish are just topping everywhere, just all over the place here in between these two islands. So fingers crossed, like I say, I've got one rod here and one rod here, so fingers crossed we'll have something soon. So I had my fish about 3:30 yesterday, so it's 2 o'clock now, hence why I've redone the rods and baited up. I mean, you can start, I don't know, you probably can't see on the camera, but there's a little bit of silt starting to kick up there to the left hand side of that tree where I've put a few baits. So fingers crossed they make their way around to the little gap in the tree and drop down on my bait. And then yeah, same for here, fingers crossed we can have, oh mate, I don't know, you can't really see on the camera, but look at them all, just topping everywhere, all over the place. There's so many fish. Those little birds are so cautious, coming to take the food in case those ducks come and chase them off. I think they're a pair, because they're like, one's a watcher and then one will come and grab the food, and then that one will go, and then the other one will get some food. It's fascinating watching them. And then he's getting his bit of food, and she's gone back with a couple of grains. Go feed the chicks or whatnot. Mad. Ducks just don't leave me alone. Birds, wildlife, everything but a fish. Why don't the fish love me as much? Come on, fishy, fishy. Right, it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock, Wednesday evening. No fish to report today, but it's time for dinner, so time to report on that. If you got my saucepan, so I'm cooking some noodles in the frying pan. See how this goes. I don't have a spatula or anything, so I've got to use my fork. I mean, at least I don't have to break the whole packet of noodles up. I'm just concerned we're going to run out of water too quickly because of the surface area. I don't know. But yeah, at least you don't have to break the packet of noodles up into like 4 sections to get it in the saucepan. You can just put the old block in. So far, so good. Let's go. And that's dinner ready. Lovely. Gorgeous. Time to get that in my belly. Right, good evening. Just thought I'd give you a little update. Not really much to update on, to be honest. We haven't had liners, we haven't had bites. Basically redone the rods about an hour and a half ago. What's that? Yeah, so basically redone the rods about an hour and a half ago. We're going to get an early night tonight because we're off first thing tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. So my alarm's set for 4 and I'll be getting up at 4, so it's about 9:30 now, and basically just gonna get into bed and try get some shut eye. So it's another night underneath the stars. Not gonna put the bivvy up, no rain forecasted. It's gonna be about 10 degrees all night, same as yesterday. Lovely. I do love fishing in the summer. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna get into bed and hopefully I'll get woken up by a fish. Otherwise I'm gonna get woken up by my alarm at 4 o'clock and I'll show you the lake at 4 o'clock and I might get a little video of the sunrise and stuff. And I mean, I think the sunrise is actually at like 3:40 or something, so because when I woke up yesterday at 4 o'clock it was already up. So I might have to just double check when sunrise is tomorrow and then get up just before that and then do a little video of the sunrise or something. That'll be nice. A nice thing to finish the video on, because yeah, there's not really, like I say, there's not really much to update on. We haven't had any more fish, no liners, literally nothing. I've taken both my back leads off both my rods just so I've got lines in the water, really. Just so, like, I want to know if there's any, like, if there's anything even going on. It's just been literally dead quiet today. After that fish I had yesterday, it's literally just been, other than just seeing them like cruising around on top, it's just been dead. So fingers crossed we get woken up through the night. But if not, I'll give you an update in the morning. Hopefully we'll have a fish, but if not, I'll see you in about 2 seconds for you, but in about 6 hours for me. So, right, good night, and I shall see you later. Right, so I'm in my bed at the minute. We are fishing, and we are sleeping under the stars. I don't know if you can tell. Flip the camera around. You can probably see all those, but look at all them stinging nettles right next to me. But yeah, sleeping out. No bivvy. It's a lovely night. You can see the moon over there, sleeping under the stars. Let's see if we can have a pig, eh? I've got the bivvy. It's under my thing over there, and I'm not wearing my shoes to bed. I will get in my sleeping bag once I'm ready, but I'm just sitting here chilling, watching the rods for another 10 minutes, watching the sky, and then I'm off to bed. Hopefully I'll get woken up by an absolute nosser pig of a carp. Come on the Parkerbait. rods are off the rest. What is this, little kitten? Nightmare. Well, at least it was a fish. Whee! Oh, mate, look at this little thing.
Meow. Little kitten.
Alright, let's put it back. Right, good morning. It is 5 o'clock. Been up about 20 minutes, half hour, but the sun's rising up there behind me, so I've been trying to set up the camera somewhere to catch the sunrise, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to try and set the camera up here, have the rods there, and see if we can get the sun coming up. Sun coming up over there. I don't know, it's probably going to be about 5:30, 6 o'clock by the time the sun gets to there. So basically, I'm just going to make a quick coffee. I've got one of the old trusty lattes with a scoop of zero in my flask, ready to go. Just waiting for this kettle to boil, to be honest. It's dropped down a little bit overnight. Everything gets freezing cold. Let's get the other can of gas out. Let's get that kettle on. So yeah, I thought I'd do you a quick little update before I set the camera up, because we did have a fish last night. Fortunately, it was nothing special. It was just a little kitten. It was only about 1.5 pounds as well. It was like this big. But fish is a fish at the end of the day. I'm not going to complain. So basically, I just made a solid bag straight back up after that fish. Put it back on the spot, and then I actually did get a couple of beeps on both rods after that fish. But then nothing come of it in the end. And then yeah, here we are, 5 o'clock, Thursday morning. We've got to be off of here at 7, so we've got 2 hours left. So I've literally just woken up. Gonna get this coffee made and in me. Then I'm gonna have to start having a sort of a slow pack down and tidy up. So I haven't got the bivvy or anything up, so it's literally just gonna be fold the bed chair up, put all the bait buckets back on the barrow, and we're sorted. And then bring the rods in, and then yeah, go bring the car around and get loaded up. But yeah, so I'll probably do another little update before we go, just to sort of end the video. But I mean, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have a fish for the end of the video, for the end of the session. And yeah, fingers crossed we can have them. I mean, it looks absolutely lovely. It looks absolutely lovely. The lake just looks beautiful this morning. Look, the ducks have already started coming over to me. It's like as soon as they've woken up this morning, they've gone, right, let's go over there. They're not even with mum, look. It's just all the babies. There is some corn out for them. I will chuck out some more hemp and maize before I go as well. Got loads left over, so it's pointless taking it all home. But yeah, lake looks absolutely lovely. Carl's over there. No bivvy up either. But yeah, say we're gonna sit here for a minute. I'm gonna make this coffee and get everything loaded up onto the barrow. Little buggers. One supercharged latte, ready to go. Right, good morning. It's 5:20 and I'm just looking at it. I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera there. Yeah, you can. Look, all them bubbles that come up there like an absolute jacuzzi. But my rig is in that gap in the willow, yet all the bubbles are just off the gap. I did actually have like 3 or 4 beeps on this right hand rod last night. It woke me up. I think it was one of the irises that was floating around that caught hold of my line. But I think I'm gonna bring my rod in for the last hour and a half. I'm just gonna re-chuck a solid bag out to that jacuzzi, see if we can't nab one in the last hour. Right, let's get it. I forgot to press bloody record. Basically, I've just brought in that right hand rod. I've reeled it in like 3-4 rod lengths where I thought I was roughly in line with where the jacuzzi was. Clipped up, brought that in, dipped my bag, like dipped it all in there, put my solid bag on there, or mesh bag on there, sorry, and then re-chucked that. It's literally landed bang on the money on top of that jacuzzi. And then I come back, check the phone, and yeah, I'd forgot to press record. But yeah, we are fishing with that right hand rod. I've just moved that basically onto the jacuzzi, so fingers crossed I didn't just spook everything that was feeding there. But I mean, it was a bit of a gamble, but see if it pays off. Right, first of all, just want to say thank you if you've made it this far. I think this is going to be one of my first vlogs that I'm sort of uploading, and then I'm going to be sort of working from when I started recording last year, but I'm just going to get this one uploaded because this is sort of what the current situation is and stuff. and just sort of wanted to update everyone sort of with what was going on. And basically the reason I haven't been on social media for like the last 6 months is like it's like mental health issues, I suppose. Like you could call it depression, I don't know, but like just like the resentment of like how it, like being on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube all the time, and like it was just affecting me like mentally, and I was becoming like a miserable person. So yeah, I just needed like a bit of a time out, and so I've still been fishing and stuff but haven't uploaded anything, but I say I'm going to upload this, so yeah, and then we'll sort of be working from back to front basically. But yeah, back to sort of this session. As you've probably already seen in the session, I've had 2 fish, so it's not been too bad. The 21-pound grassy that we had yesterday off the island over there, in a OG Fish PVA solid bag. It was actually caught on a single grain of plastic corn, but yeah, it was all filled with like OG fish crumb, OG fish sauce and stuff like that, and that's what I baited up. Obviously you can see what I baited up with over that spot. I think I put about 30 balls of that ground bait, sort of the ground baity mixed stuff over that. But yeah, obviously we had that grassy on the first day, after moving from that corner, and then we've actually had the lake to ourselves. We've had a right good laugh. I've been here with the Thepikeycarper from TikTok and Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, so if you want to go give him a follow, that would be cool. But then yeah, and then I say last night I got woke up at like 11:45 by that cat. Well, kitten, can't really call it a cat, it was a kitten. It was literally like 1.5 pounds. But a fish is a fish at the end of the day. At least I know my tactics are working, and that fell to the same rod, same baited spot, same tactics. Apart from in that solid bag, I put in, instead of the OG fish sauce, I put in salty squid mainline sauce. I think it's a hook bait soak. I just poured a little bit of that in there. And then yeah, again on the single grain of plastic fake corn. So yeah, that's been the trip basically. Not really much else to report on. Carl's not had anything. He had a couple of beeps here and there, but other than that, it's been literally quiet. I say they've literally just finished spawning. Like, as you've probably seen all the updates throughout the video, I don't really need to update you of what's happened, really, do I? Obviously, if you're here, you've already watched the whole video, you know what's happened. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good trip. It's a bit annoying that everywhere is now closing, because now we can't, like, I was going to go for another trip this weekend, just a day ticket like somewhere, but if everywhere's going to be spawning, it's probably not even worth it. I might as well wait till the week after or the week after that. Yeah, it's been a lovely trip otherwise. Weather's been absolutely beautiful. First trip of the year where we've been able to sleep under the stars, without sleeping under the bivvy, or in the bivvy, sorry. But yeah, it was lovely to sleep under the stars. Didn't get a drop of rain the whole 48 hours we've been here. It was scorching yesterday, scorching the day before. It's been too hot to fish really. But it's been lovely to chill and just have a couple of days away from everything, innit? That's what fishing's about, that's why we come fishing. It's the joy that it brings us just from being on the bank. It doesn't matter if you catch a fish or not. But yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, things will just get better from here. Obviously, the more I get fishing and stuff, I say that the thing with like winter is that you can't really get out much, everything gets wet, and I think that was one of the other reasons why I was so down and just sort of, I couldn't be bothered to do anything. I was just going to work, and like, you can't go fishing in the evening because it's pitch black. And yeah, now we're in summer, things are looking much better. Going to be fishing a lot more, going to be uploading a lot more regularly. And yeah, like I say, if you like this sort of video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it if you're a first time watcher. there's a lot of sort of content that I've got to upload from basically December until now, and now we're in May, so I'd say I've had like 5-6 months off social media, so I've got quite a lot of stuff to upload. So yeah, fingers crossed it won't take me too long. I'm going to try to do like a video every month, I'll say, and then maybe once I get a little bit better at sort of editing the videos and stuff, I might be able to get them out like every couple of weeks. But I think one a month for the minute is going to be a good goal. I don't even want to really set a time limit, because that was like how TikTok got me the last time. So I started regularly uploading, trying to upload every day, and then when I wasn't uploading, I then felt like I was letting people down, and like I wasn't letting anyone down, and yeah, it's like a weird mind thing that like I don't like setting time limits. I'd rather just, yeah, for the video's sake, it'll be sort of one a month roughly. But yeah, like basically just vlog each sort of 48 or 24-hour trip, or even day tickets, or even just little short sessions after work and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be picking up a couple of tickets on the river, and a couple of tickets sort of local to me, and the river season opens at the end of, or the start of June, so yeah, looking forward to that. That'll be good. Get some more videos up, and hopefully some more fish. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll say I better get back down now, because it's about 6:30, 7:15, and we've got to be off of here by 7, so yeah. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Right, down to the last couple of bits. Literally a couple of bait buckets I've just been using for a coffee table, basically. The rods, the rod bag, a bucket with the scales and carp care in it in case I do get a last minute take. And then yeah, got all my stuff loaded on the barrow, but I'm just about to take it up there. I've just got to go around there, grab the car, and yeah, we'll be off. Let's go. Right, I've just pulled up at my local Greg's and grabbed myself some breakfast, and I was just about to eat it, and I just remembered I forgot to mention something in the last bit of the last video. Obviously, as many of you probably know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and that was like sort of the main reason of this session. And like I was meant to be going for another 48-hour session starting tonight with Charlie from minds.matter.carping, but unfortunately my van failed its MOT and cost me 500 quid, and I wasn't able to book that session, so it's kind of been cut a little bit short. And it would have been nice to end on that, because Charlie does like obviously Minds Matter Carping. Don't forget to go give him a follow. I'll drop his Instagram, TikTok, and he does YouTube as well. Go give him a follow. And he's got like it's sort of a mental health page or kind of thing, and if like people, like, he's happy for you to go and talk to him and stuff like that, and go on fishing sessions with him and stuff like that. And like that's how we sort of met, and we've done a couple of sessions together. And yeah, I just wanted to sort of like go with him, like, and sort of end the video on that. But unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that tomorrow, well tonight, because today's Thursday. Yeah, but yeah, so I just thought I'd like add that in there. Yeah, don't forget to go give Charlie a follow. And yeah, if anyone is sort of suffering with mental health, like definitely get yourself out fishing. And if you've got no one to go fishing with, you can always give me a message. You can give me a message on Instagram, TikTok, Fishingforabite, or on no, you can't YouTube. Yeah, just drop a message in the comments or whatever, and I'll reply to your comments. Or get hold of Charlie. Like, I'm in the southeast and Charlie's up in just sort of an hour above me. Yeah, so sort of if anyone's local to here, I'm happy to drive places and stuff like that. Get out and meet some people, get some sessions in. So what it's all about, innit? Like getting out and being on the bank and like looking at the water, just like makes me happy. Just being on the bank. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I just wanted to add in there. But yeah, I don't want to jab on too much. My breakfast is getting cold as well. So like I said, I've literally just went in there, grabbed the sausage. I've got a sausage wrap, just grabbed the latte, and yeah, I'm just gonna eat and drink this, and then drive home, and then yeah, I've got to unload the car. Still got, I'm loaded up, got all my fishing gear in the back there. Yeah, like I said earlier, thanks for watching, and it's let's get it set there now. Yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. Raise awareness for May Mental Health Awareness Month. Let's get it. And don't forget, if you were interested in what bait I was using Parkerbaits. Go give their website a check out. They're very good, freshest bait in the game. Let's go, bring on the nozzle pigs. Had to end it on that bait, didn't I?